neighbors, family, and, well, all of you. So it's your boy again, and yeah, kind of stretched this morning and tweaked a little something in my sides. I don't know what that was all about, but it didn't feel good. Anyway. While I'm laying these out, I'd like to make a couple of announcements. Number one, live stream on Hangouts this Sunday, so I hope you will join us. Moots and I will be doing card pulls again. And of course, if you'd like a little free reading, that's a great way to get one. It's just be on Hangouts and be on the live stream when we're doing it. Especially if you get a question you just want a quick and dirty answer to. We'll see what we can pull up for you. Time. Probably 5 p.m. Eastern. Tentatively. That's what I'm scheduling it for, tentatively. I don't know. Anything can happen between now and then, everyone, so be sure to stay tuned. So today's decks, we've got the Viking Oracle, Spirit Animal Oracle, Runes of the Gods, Raven's Prophecy, and Sacred Light Oracle. We're doing those today. I decided to dig out the Raven's Prophecy deck because it's awesome. And there wasn't much digging to be done. It's in a box right here on my coffee table pretty much all the time. So it pretty much lives here. And finally the runes. And I'm running behind today, so I really want to get this reading out to you. Don't want to miss another day this week if I don't have to. Anyway, let's see what we got starting out. And I'm just gonna, here we go. I'm gonna lean on the table a little bit. So, Significator. The Norns. We don't have them coming up much these days. Very similar to the Greek Fates. These two weave tapestries of lives, and then when it's over they cut the final thread and that's it. The story is told and it's all done. But in this case, I don't think that's really what this is going for. So, and the funny thing about the Norns is even though they were kind of like the Greek Fates, the Old Norse, rightfully so, believed that even fate could be changed. So, if you're thinking about something or doing something today, it's a good time to go ahead and remember that you have to put in your own work for it to be successful. There's an old saying, whether you believe you'll succeed or whether you believe you'll fail, you're right. And Norns, that's what you're embodying today. But your guide, again with the 9 worlds. So again, whatever it is you're doing is going to affect many others beside yourself. So it's not just about you today. Spirit animal, what you can look to in nature, the owl. And this is just a card indicating clear vision. So whatever you're seeing clearly, you know, really dedicate yourself toward it today. For the tarot, we're looking at a 10 of coins, a 6 of swords, and then a 6 of wands. A couple sixes today. 10 of coins. 10 of coins is always about that, about family. Family isn't always related At least not by blood anyway. With the Six of Swords, looking at this card, I can definitely see some things are going to slip through your fingers, while others, what actually matters most is going to be held very closely by you. But these are the thoughts, these are the things that you entertain, meaning to hold within. And when you entertain these things, when you hold them within, that's going to be your motivating force. It's going to be what drives you. And then we have a Six of Wands. And Six of Wands is always a great card because this is the path to the winner's circle. Now here's the thing. I'm showing you that, you know, you've got to keep, what you keep in mind is going to be very important, right? Because it will affect your family's abundance, but you do have a possible outcome of basking in the winner's circle. This isn't set in stone, ladies and gentlemen. This is just something that's possible, but you have to work toward it. For the oracle cards here, we have a light body. Oh man, come on, there we go. We have the Dharma wheel and Takarana. So, this particular card, light body, it says independence brings comfort, past restrictions, ancestral healing. So this is a day to act very independently. If you find yourself depending on others, now is the time to find out why and find out what you need to do in order to get past that. The Dharma wheel. It does say karmic lessons, peer pressure, and moral codes. Do you find that you're being pressured to do something that you know you probably shouldn't, or something that you just don't want to do? Let me give you an example. Have you ever noticed that we were discouraged many years ago? People in my age group are going to remember this. You were discouraged from taking anything because those things are experimental and you don't know what they'll do to you. Remember that? And if you took any of those things, they didn't allow you into a nightclub. Sometimes you were doing them in a nightclub. Now, in order to get into the nightclub, you have to put something experimental into you that you have no idea what it'll do to you. I said what I said, I'm not taking it back. But if it goes against your moral code, ladies and gentlemen, don't do it. It's still your choice at the end of the day. Now, I will always support your choice no matter what it is, because I understand. But going for Antakarana, it does say crossing the rainbow bridge, resurrection, coming full circle. So the outcome, so we have the current situation, which is the light body here, that sort of independence. Then we have this peer pressure going on here, and that's the action. Taking your moral code and telling them it's not negotiable, all the way to Antakarana, which is crossing the rainbow bridge, resurrection, and coming full circle. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know this, but the Rainbow Bridge is very prominent in Norse mythology. It's called the Bifrost. And I find it a little humorous that there are people out there, they lose a pet and they say, well, he's crossed the Rainbow Bridge, or she's crossed the Rainbow Bridge. They will conveniently take that part while decrying anyone practicing a religion like mine. It's pretty funny. Anyway, on to the runes. We have Yera, we have Tivas, and we have Ivas. So going from the success you've earned, it seems like everything. So Yera, light body, and 10 of coins point at each other. They line up pretty well if they were completely aligned today. They line up. Current situation is that of a bit of abundance, which is a great thing. And then we have Tivas, the 6 of Swords, and the Dharma wheel there. As much as Tivas is a justice rune, it's also a victory rune. You can overcome it. But then we have the 6 of Wands and the Antakarana, which that's your winner's circle. That's the real celebration at the end of everything. And what comes from it is a transition, also a growth and a trustworthiness. So putting it very simply today, you can show others a possible outcome, especially if you have the vision to see it clearly. And I believe most of us can. You know that prophecy is actually mostly trend analysis. You know that, right? All you gotta do is look at the trends, look at what's going on. You can tell, you can actually see where it's going, if you have the eyes to see it. But don't let that, those that won't listen, don't let it affect you. At least don't let it affect you too much. Simply give your warnings where you can. You can still give them gently. You can give gentle reminders. Remember that the one little thing you do today, the thing that you consider so insignificant, so trivial, may mean just that much, may mean 100 times as much to someone who didn't hear it or who didn't get it from anywhere else. You're probably going to be the one to show somebody the path today. And you can use your own success as proof. You will be able to prove it yourself. And you will have others join you. But that's everything I've got for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Go toward the winner's circle. Take as many as you can with you. We rise by lifting others. Always do what lights you up. And as always, shine on.